excited to be filming today's video because I am finally getting around to filming my Colourpop lip product collection. So in this video I'm going to be talking a little bit about my Colourpop Lippie Stix and Lippie pencils. I'm going to talk about my experience ordering with Colourpop, and also I'm going to do some reviews and some lip swatches and hand swatches as well. And if you haven't heard of Colourpop, they're kind of like a brand new cosmetic company that's based out of LA. All of their products are extremely affordable. Their lip products are all $5 each, so you can get a lip liner and lipstick duo that perfectly matches for $10, which is crazy. That's like cheaper than drugstore prices. Then their eyeshadows are also $5, and their new blushes are $8, which is just like crazy affordable prices, especially for the quality of product that you get. Like I said though, I am just going to be talking about the lip products in this video. If you want, I do have some of the eyeshadows as well, so if you want to see some swatches and review on those, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Anyways, $10 for a duo for a Lippie pencil and Lippie stick, but you can purchase them separately as well. You don't have to buy both together, you can kind of mix and match. They are a super cool new company. They actually include a handwritten note in every order, which is really cute and awesome. And they are also cruelty-free, gluten-free, and most of their products are vegan as well. And they do have a list on their site of their products that aren't vegan. So as you can see here in my little cup that I store them in on my vanity, I have a pretty good assortment of colors and finishes from them. They all come in really adorable packaging. They're in this white plastic with little like holographic writing with their logo and everything on it. And then on all the ends of the products, they do have the color displayed as well, which is really handy. Perfect if you want to store your lip products in something like this because it's super easy to find and grab the color you're looking for. And if anyone's wondering, I got this little glass from HomeSense. I just thought it was like the perfect thing to store lip liners in on my vanity. But anyways, a little bit about my ordering experience through Colourpop. I have ordered 2 separate times and both times went really smoothly. Shipping to Canada is $14.99. So definitely you'd want to order like a decent amount of products at once just to kind of make the shipping worth it. And then if you live in the US, if you spend over $30, your shipping is free. You guys are so lucky in the States, you get free shipping on like everything. And if you're outside of Canada, $14.99 probably seems like a lot to spend on shipping, but it's honestly not that bad. It's pretty average. I've definitely spent more on shipping in the past. And everything came packaged really well. It came in this little box that I have behind me with like a thick layer of like foam and bubble wrap and tissue paper all completely bundled up. So that was totally fine. I was really happy with that. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the formulation for the Lippie Stix. The Lippie Stix are their name for basically their lipstick product. They're a little bit different than your traditional short bullet lipstick. They're in a longer pencil, kind of similar to the Buxom lipsticks if you've ever seen those. So like I said, they're all color coded on the bottom and they all just twist up. They have a nice kind of slant to them, so you have a nice point to kind of define your Cupid's bow. They never get all like flat and stubby. They always have a nice slant to apply them easily. And for the Lippie Stix, they come in 5 different finishes. They come in matte, pearlized, glossy, hyper glossy, and satin as well. I have a good variety of the finishes as well. The only one I don't have is hyper glossy, so you'll be able to kind of see how all of the different finishes look in this video. And the different finishes definitely determine the pigmentation of the products. Like a matte finish is going to be definitely more opaque and pigmented, whereas a glossy finish is going to be a little bit more sheer. As for the actual formulation, I find these super creamy and hydrating. They glide on really smoothly and they do definitely feel hydrating on my lips. And the wear time is pretty good. I find I can wear these for probably like 3 hours or so without having to touch up, which is pretty good. Now talking a little bit about the Lippie pencils. The Lippie pencils are their lip liners, and this is what I was originally drawn to Colourpop, was because they have such a great variety of shades and they're so affordable for their lip liners, because I don't have a ton of lip liners in my collection. When I was younger, I honestly viewed lip liner as such like an old lady kind of thing, and I've never had issues with lip products like bleeding or feathering on me, so I just never thought I had a reason to use lip liners. But then recently, over the past year or so, of course, lip liners have become super popular. Overlining your lips has become like a huge trend as well. But one of the reasons I've really personally grown to love lip liners is because I do break out around my mouth and sometimes like right on my lip line, and there's little areas where I have like skips in pigmentation and my lip line just isn't even due to like pigmentation and scarring from breakouts. So lip liners are really great for just redefining my lip line, especially with lighter lip colors, just to get that really crisp defined edge. So when I found out that I could get 6 lip liners for the price of one high-end one on Colourpop, I was extremely drawn to onto that idea, and that was the first thing I ordered from them. The Lippie pencils don't have any particular finish. They're all just a more matte finish. I think some of their like brighter colors do have some shimmer in them, but on their site they're all listed as no finish. And then also they are extremely easy to apply. They're really creamy for a lip liner, yet they still stay in place and they don't like bleed or like smudge throughout the day at all, which is surprising because they do have such a creamy formula. There's no tugging or anything when you're applying them. I find most of my shades to be very opaque, and I've heard a lot of other people on YouTube saying that they think they look terrible on their own, but I've worn them on their own and I think they look fine. I'll just apply like a lip balm or just like a clear gloss or something over top just to keep them from looking like patchy or anything like that as they wear. And one thing too that I want to mention is the cap on these is super secure. They kind of like pop down and lock onto them, so you can throw these in your bag and not worry about them opening up in your purse. And also I find the wear time for these on their own is similar to the Lippie Stix on their own, probably about like a few hours or so before I have to touch up in the center. And of course, if you layer the Lippie pencil with the corresponding Lippie stick, you're gonna get a lot longer wear. Okay, so now that we've kind of touched on all the formulations and everything, we get to move into the fun part, which is the lip swatches. I'm really excited for this. So how I'm going to be doing this is I am going to swatch the Lippie pencil on its own and then also layered with the Lippie stick on top of it, and I'm going to be showing both of those as a lip swatch so you can get a really good idea of how they look together and kind of separately as well. Because I forgot to mention, I don't have the duos for all of them. I kind of mix and match. I have some of just the Lippie pencils, and then I have some of the duos as well. So I am going to go through and swatch them all, swatch what I have basically. And the first duo I'm starting off with is LUMIÈRE. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this one. And this was created as a collaboration between Colourpop and another YouTuber here named Kathleen Lights. And this is probably my favorite color that I have from Colourpop. I swatched them both here. There is the Lippie stick and there is the Lippie pencil. This is very like on trend, very mauve-y, like Kylie Jenner kind of lip. And I find this one is quite similar to Kat Von D Lovecraft, so if you've been wanting that lipstick for forever, which it's been sold out for like months and months, then this would definitely be a good, more affordable dupe. Or if you have Lovecraft and you want a lip liner to pair underneath it, this would be a good one to get on its own. Alright, so here is LUMIÈRE Lippie Pencil Swatch on its own, and I've obviously, of course, filled in my lips as well. So as I was saying, total like trendy mauve Kylie Jenner kind of lip, really suitable for fair skin as well, but it would work on a wide variety of skin tones too. And I want to throw in my usual disclaimer that I'm not good at applying lip products, so please excuse if like the edges of my lips are sloppy or anything like that. And then here is both the Lippie stick and Lippie pencil applied together, and once again this is in the shade LUMIÈRE. And one thing that I did forget to mention was that the Lippies have a really nice like kind of sweet vanilla-y scent. And I also almost forgot to finish that one is a matte finish, and once again that is LUMIÈRE. Next up we have Bound, and the Lippie stick for Bound is a glossy finish, and this is a duo where they are completely different colors. There are the two swatches there. As you can see, the Lippie stick is like a light kind of nudie pink, and then the Lippie pencil is closer actually to the first one we just did. It's a little bit darker and a little bit more brown. This is one that I really like wearing on its own because it also gives that really like 90s lip kind of vibe, but they're both really pretty and they're nice layered of course too. So there is Bound on its own. As I said before, it's kind of similar to LUMIÈRE, it's just a little bit darker, a little bit more brown, but once again still perfectly fitting into that Kylie Jenner kind of lip. And then here it is with the Bound Lippie stick layered over top of it as well. This one, it kind of lightens it up a little bit. It kind of disappears into the lip liner though because the lip liner is so much darker, but definitely makes it a little bit more nude, and as you can see it has a way glossier finish. That is Bound. So next up we have Frida, which is another Colourpop and YouTuber collaboration. This one was created by Danny from Coffee Break with Danny. I really love her videos, so I was excited to try these out. And this one here, it's kind of the third and last duo that I have in the more like nude lip kind of category. And here they are. There is the Lippie pencil and the Lippie stick. Once again, definitely more of like a warmer peachy kind of nude. And to be honest, I didn't think I would end up loving this color, and I actually really ended up liking how it looks on me because I just typically don't gravitate towards these kind of tones for nudes. So there is Frida lip liner on its own. It is definitely more of a peachy coral kind of nude like I said. And even if you're not super into these colors typically, I'd recommend trying this out because it might surprise you how much you like it. And then here we have both of them together, and I forgot to mention that the Lippie Stick for Frida is a satin finish, so it gives a little bit of sheen to it, more of like a cream kind of finish. So now we are out of the nudes and we get to move more into the purples, which, as you guys know, purple lips are my absolute favorite. And the first one I'm going to be talking about is one that I just have the lip pencil for, and it is in the shade BRILLS, and I have it swatched right here. This one is a super fun, light, kind of pinky lavender kind of color. It's surprisingly wearable. So there is BRILLS. Like I said, I love wearing this color on its own. I have other lavender lipsticks, like I have one from MAC that I just do not like wearing on its own at all, but I think this color is totally acceptable. Really fun and pretty. Next in the purple family we have Grind, which once again I own both the pencil and the stick for this one, and Grind is more of like a vibrant, really bright, like grapey kind of purple. So there is Grind Lippie Pencil. Definitely a really fun color, definitely one you could also transition kind of from summer into fall as well, because it's bright and it's fun, but it still has kind of like a vampy kind of tone to it, so really pretty. I'm in love with this one. And then here's both of them together. The Grind Lippie Stick definitely, it has a matte finish, and it's definitely a little bit more cool tone than just wearing the lip liner on its own. Kind of makes it more of a true purple and a little like a more violet kind of purple, and definitely makes it a little bit less of like an orchid kind of purple. So Grind did leave a little bit of a stain on my lips, so that's just something to kind of be aware of. But the next color we have is Flawless, and this is one where I just have the lip pencil, and here it is swatched right above BRILLS. Definitely more of a red toned, really true warm kind of purple color. So there is Flawless on my lips. Definitely going to be an amazing color for fall. Very vampy, deep berry kind of color. Really nice kind of red undertone to it as well. It's just gorgeous. And my final purple is Feminist, which, as you can see from this swatch here, it is a super deep, vampy, blackened purple. So there is Feminist on my lips. Definitely super vampy and dark and sexy. Perfect kind of color for fall. It's almost black, as you can see. You could barely even tell it's purple. And this isn't really a shade I would wear on its own, because as you'll see in my close-up, it's a little bit patchy. It's not completely opaque just because it is such a dark color. It's just not perfect on its own. Definitely would only wear this under a lipstick or, like I said, my lip tar. Now moving on to some pinks. The first one I have is Fetch Lippie Pencil, and here it is swatched there. Just a really pretty, super wearable, everyday kind of coral pink. So that is Fetch on its own. Like I said, perfect wearable, everyday, just kind of girly pink kind of color. It's kind of a My Lips But Better color. It kind of enhances everything. Really pretty on. I use this in my Valentine's Day tutorial for my more romantic look, which I'll have linked in the down bar. I know Valentine's Day is really past, but if you want to see a look I would pair it with, I will have that listed in the down bar as well. So yeah, that is Fetch. Next I have finally another duo again, and this one is called Heart On, and they are swatched. They are just a really pretty blue toned magenta kind of color. So there is Heart On Lippie Pencil. I did a horrible job applying this. And then here is Heart On with the corresponding Lippie Stick. We are in the home stretch. We've just got a few more shades to go, and the next one I want to talk about is called Scandy. There is it there swatched above Heart On, and it is just a super vibrant neon matte pink. It's crazy vibrant. I've been wearing this one a lot lately when I want to do a hot pink lip. So there is Scandy On. Like I said, super intense, vibrant, hot Barbie pink kind of color. I've been loving this for the winter, but I know it's going to make an awesome summer lip as well. It's just super fun. The next color I have is called I Heart This, and there it is swatched above Scandy. This is definitely more of like a pinky magenta kind of red. So I feel like this one is showing up a little bit brighter on camera than it actually is in person. It's a little bit deeper on my lips in person. But I think this would be fun if you want more of like a modern red lip, like you want to rock a red lip, but you don't want it to immediately look like a pinup, like 1950s inspired look. It's something a little bit different. And now second to last we have Bossy, and Bossy is more of that kind of classic blue toned red, that really like pinup-y retro kind of vibe. Definitely a lot more like vintagey kind of looking than the last one I did, which was I Heart This. I totally forgot the name of it for a second there. But yeah, that is Bossy. So there is Bossy Lippie Pencil on its own. And then there is both of them layered together. I did such a terrible job applying these. I feel like I'm totally channeling Miranda Sings right now. So last but certainly not least, we have kind of my most unique and fun color from my Colourpop collection, and that is Wet. And this is one where I have the lip pencil and lipstick as well, and there they are swatched. These are just so cool and unique. The Lippie pencil is like a stone matte gray kind of color, and then the Lippie Stick, which is my only pearlized finish, is like a nice wet metallic kind of finish. So there is wet Lippie pencil on its own on my lips. I love this color. I think it's so unique. I love gray lips. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of becoming like a trend right now, especially like gragey kind of lips. I think this looks super cool on its own, but it's also a good kind of mixing shade. You could layer any kind of color over top of this and create a really cool, unique kind of look. Or if you want something kind of similar to Cashmere from Lime Crime, you could definitely layer a more beige nude over top of it, and like I said, get that kind of like gragey effect that's really popular right now. I know a lot of people right now are looking for Lime Crime dupes, and this definitely isn't a dupe for Cashmere, but mixed with the right lipstick, I think it definitely could be. Yeah, I just think this is such a cool color. If you're really into unique lip colors, this is definitely something you're going to want to have in your collection. And then there are the two together. When you layer the Lippie Stick over the pencil, it definitely adds some dimension to it with the pearlized finish. I like that it's not super high shine, super metallic though. It's still a nice finish. It just makes it look a little bit creamier and a little bit less dull. You have kind of a similar result to the MAC Viva Glam Rihanna shade that came out a little while ago. So if you missed out on that and you're looking for something kind of similar, I'd recommend checking this out. So that concludes my Colourpop Lippie collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and congratulations if you made it this far. I love you if you stuck through to the end of this video. You guys honestly do not know the struggle of filming lip swatch videos if you've never done one before. Like, my lips are totally raw right now. These are my makeup wipes from removing all the swatches, but I love how these videos turns out, and I definitely think they're worth it. Comment down below and let me know if you already own anything from Colourpop, or if you're planning on picking out anything up in the future. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want a swatch video for my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows as well. And don't forget to subscribe too if you haven't already. I really appreciate it when you guys do. I just hit 500 subscribers the other day and I was so ecstatic. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.